Zaworo Telecoms, the right place to be.
Commercial is over.
Did you hear what I said?
Crude but correct.
Badegi Radio, FM 90.1. Badegi Radio, FM 90.1 megahertz. Live from uphill of Mina City. World affairs at your fingertips. Listen to international analysts from world-class think tanks.
Alright, a very beautiful good morning to you, beautiful listeners of Badegi Radio 90.1 FM, the People's Station. Yes, it's another sweet Tuesday morning. Yes, the weather has been so conducive and very, very, important for us to make sure we had a very cool weather all through the night yesterday, even though NEPA no give us lights, but get where I touch with the matter never touched before. Yes, so my name is Sani Abdullah OG, aka Captain Dogo of your very radio waves. And right about now, studio time check is 7:36 this beautiful morning, and it is time for that your wonderful and favorite breakfast show, that is the global review and the issues in the news. And I already have Mr. Apaya and IG in the studio. Good morning this morning, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Good morning, all the gentlemen in the studio.
All right.
Good morning to the beautiful listeners out there. Thank you very much for always staying right here with us.
All right, good morning, dear listener. Welcome to the show. I hope you, at the end of the day, you'll be informed and educated. Thank you for joining us this morning.
All right. IG, you were saying something about this school the other time.
Yeah.
Miriam Babangida.
Yes.
So what's happening there real quick so we can...
Miriam Babangida Science College in Boso, the local government beside Boso Divisional Police Station, has been without electricity supply for 11 months now, running because of fault in the transformer. And after the fault was discovered, nothing has been done about it, and gradually the transformer has been vandalized, scavenged by certain people. They don't even know who they are. And let's say the importance of this transformer to these students. They are all girls. It's a girls' school, so you can imagine having girls in darkness, and also having this particular electricity supply to help them pump their water, and now they don't have water. I don't know how they are coping. Right now, the students are at home, and I hope maybe before they come back from the holidays, it will be fixed. But for now, it's not fixed, and it's unfortunate that such thing is happening. And if you look at the school, we have former first ladies, about 3 of them, that graduated from that school, and they are all alive. And I don't know, maybe the information has not gotten to them. Maybe they can probably lobby or find a way of of resolving this problem. And I expect the school reform, DG school reform, and also Ministry for Basic and Secondary Education. I don't know if they've not gotten this information about what's happening in Miriam Babangida Science Girls College, whereby these girls are living in the dark, and I don't know what's happening. If this is what is going to continue to happen, I don't know. It's one of the few schools, boarding schools, that we have left in Niger State right now. And if this continue to deteriorate, I don't know if parents will be willing to take their children to these schools anymore. It's one of the few ones that we have left. So I urge Ministry for Basic and Secondary Education Board to please wake up to their responsibilities and make sure these girls are provided with electricity supply, and also DG school reform. I don't know, it's not about giving policies, it's all about infrastructure and also social amenities to all schools in Niger State. So we'll be, we'll put our ears to the ground to see how far they are going to go or what they are going to do. We keep investigating to see if they are already making a move, or if not started making any move to provide electricity supply. Mr. Abile, it's very unfortunate.
Yes, it is.
Mr. Apaya, you as an educationist, you also know how important these things are. I don't know how these girls read in the night without electricity supply.
No more to say. The government is there. Let them go and do the right thing.
All right, we hope that the government is going to do something about that school real quick. Very, very important at the end of the day, because these kids are our leaders of tomorrow, you know. So, away from that, let's go to some stories on the newspaper headlines. As we have broadcasters ask Wike to publicly apologize to Seun Okinbaloye, threatening boycott. Yes. The Independent Broadcast Association of Nigeria has asked Nyesom Wike, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, to retract a remark he made about Seun Okinbaloye, a journalist with Channels Television. The group threatened to boycott all media engagement organized by the minister if he does not publicly apologize to the journalist. Mr. Pa, do you see him apologizing though?
No, there is it's insisted there has been a new turn to that issue. Wike appear in a very stylish way, saying that people actually misinterpreted what happened. That he and Seun Okinbaloye are very in a good time.
And he called
it was just a kind of figurative expression he made. He actually meant that, and he has since called Seun and they discussed the issue. So I think since he have for the very first time been humble. I saw a short clip on the media, on social media yesterday. So he said, Wike wouldn't want to do directly what the NAGA will ask him to do. But I think with the video he said yesterday, if I thought we would now be expecting to hear from Seun Okinbaloye to say yes, they are in a good time, it's just a play and they understand themselves.
I think Seun came out and also said he received a call from Wike, and they talked about it. I don't know if this information is coming after or before Seun received Wike's call. If it's after Seun received Wike's call, I think we would say it's probably settled if because Seun is no longer taking any issue up with Wike, and I hope these independent broadcasters will also take a look at the situation on the ground. If they insist that Wike must apologize, what happens to the person that is being offended? Has he forgiven? If he hasn't forgiven, then Wike will have to apologize. If he has forgiven, then Wike will have to Seun will have to speak with these independent broadcasters to see how they can shove the sword and then move on. If they haven't, then they can boycott him.
All right. Thank you for that one. Yes, away from that, let's go back to what is happening in the ADC. Yes, we need to talk about that because that is one of the things that is currently trending, in the Nigerian political space, where we have the story from Balaji Abdullahi, who says we tried to pacify Nafiu, but we couldn't match what the government offered him, allegedly though. As they said before, everybody knew Nafiu. He doesn't have anything, but overnight he started having convoys, following him up and down, living large and everything, And again, there is this people of the school of thought again that with this particular issue that is happening to the ADC, that even though at the end of the day they get to scale through this, that it might be used against them in after the election in the court of law. And people are now saying, why don't they leave the ADC, and look for move en masse to some other parties? Because we know at the end of the day, the people are the owner of the vote, not actually the party per se.
I think I saw something similar in Daily Trust. They tried to write about some leadership, some top echelon in the party. Started contemplating some options. One of which is that they should leave the ADC and move en masse to another political party. And some people are of the view that if they do that, that they wouldn't have enough time to build structure. Already Nigerians have queued into the ADC because of the caliber of people they saw there. So the person one of the source is saying that the person who is a proponent of moving to another party is against the background of the fact that the caliber of the people in the ADC, once they move en masse to any other political party, Nigerians will follow them. You see, this issue of ADC, the reason why we have to discuss this issue time and again is because, the fears the ruling party have sent to Nigerians, despite, the hardship Nigerians are facing. This is multi-party system of democracy that we're operating, where you have to give people ample opportunity to choose in between which party they feel have the capacity to take them to promised land. And I believe the PDP then when they were in power, actually realized that, and that is why today we are having APC. So I think they say what is source for the goose is also source for the gander. The APC should allow Nigerians to have optional political parties, so that if why should you be scared of your own shadow? If you know you have done well, then you should leverage on those achievements you're putting on ground, so that Nigeria will left with no choice than to follow you based on the dividends of democracy you are able to put on the table. So I think the option they are now bringing, another option is that they should continue. You understand? They should continue to praise this thing, so that at the end of the day they win. So I think about 3 options, but I think the other one that is saying that they should maintain, since they believe, one of the source is saying that this is Nigeria, and no matter what, they will definitely win this case in court. Even Atiku have come to say that he, as a vice president, he have taken a sitting president to court 11 times, from a lower court to the Supreme Court, and he claimed that he has won. So this one will not be too hard for them, because the thing is glaring, and as it is now, there is a pressure even from the president to change the vice to the INEC chairman, yes. Because he said pressure is coming from Islamic organization and even from the international community, and that is why we are telling this government to be very wary of the way and manner they go about their politicking, because the international community is watching you. Do not think you are alone on this game. This is Nigeria. This is Giant of Africa. This is a country that is, blessed with a lot of resources, from oil to other natural resources. And the international community will be looking out to Nigeria, most importantly now that the global community is not going into war. You will now be looking at safe haven. You will be looking at, okay, what country can you go and get some, all this energy, because the world is driving with energy now. So Nigeria will now be one of the focal points for other, developed country. If the war in the Middle East persists, they get escalated without any end to it. So the leaders of Nigeria, political leaders in Nigeria, you have to be very, very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful. We are calling on you to look at what is happening, because if you think you have gathered a lot of resources that you can ferry your family out of the country, where will you go? Where you go mostly before now is Dubai, and Dubai is deserted. You understand? They've destroyed everything. Nothing is left. People are wanting to even leave the resources they have, and the entire Middle East now is not seeing peace. So where will you go to? Are you going to China? Are you going to Russia? Or you going to British? Who do you think will accept you? So I think it's important our political leaders should be very, very careful. This 2027 election, you will just have to allow destiny to take its own course. If Nigerians really appreciate what you have done to them for the past 3 years, then they will have to elect you. If they feel what you do is nothing to write home about, allow them to make a choice. Then you come back and do it again. For instance, in Kano, it has happened. Frank also, during his first time in Kano, he did very well. You understand? But the people of Kano rejected him. You understand? They now voted then Governor Shekarau. Shekarau, for the very first time, broke the record history by having 2 times. Then Kwankwaso went back and re-strategized, went back to drawing board, and he came back after 8 years. He came back. So you too can do that. So you should allow the democracy to take its real course. Okay.
Yes, I think it's disheartening to see this what is happening in Nigeria right now. We've never seen where oppositions have been strangled to the extent that it's obviously written on the wall what is happening. It looks like the government doesn't want any opposition at all. All they want is a caricature opposition that cannot deliver anything. So now, I saw a video where El-Rufai predicted such thing that is going to happen, about them floating another party in case something happens to this one. And he's right. He has seen what is happening. He is an intelligent person. He saw this coming. For now, I think they should better start looking for alternative if I'm a member of ADC. Why? Because the court you are going to, you are not 100% sure that you are going to get your case. We've seen the cases everywhere we go. All the judges, and every day we talk about the judges. How neutral are they in cases when it deals with the government or it deals with this particular party? How long will they go? So I think it's better they start floating alternative before. If they continue like this and they go, will INEC even put their names on the ballot?
No.
If it goes on like this? So even if the court gives order and the election comes and INEC did not put their logo or their names on the ballot paper, who is contesting under a non-party?
Okay.
So that's a very scary thing. So if INEC continues to obey their its master, believe me, ADC might not be in the logo. So what I'm saying now, they can easily float another party, a very clean party that does not have any issue with its member, so that they can come out. See, they should not wait on ADC anymore. The INEC has already shown where they belong.
Right.
So what do you want to do?
Talking about alternative, if you don't the ruling party, I must say they must wake up from their illusion, because Nigerians are not sleeping. Okay, look at what is happening in KB. In KB State, the governor is orchestrating Malami's incarceration. But even though Malami is freed now, yesterday you need to watch a video to see what happened in KB State. One of the former gubernatorial candidate in the state, General Aminu Bandi retired. Came into KB State yesterday. You need to see the mammoth crowd that welcomed him. You understand? As if he's celebrating victory already. So if you think you want to put down Malami, there are a way. There's another way. So we are calling on all governors, because governors are among those people who are making a frantic effort to make sure that their election is guaranteed, even if the world country is going to collapse. Even here in Niger State, the way it is happening now, you will begin to see that people don't even want to talk under any candidate. They feel as if the person on power, his second term is guaranteed. Who tell you?
That's not
Who
guaranteed.
tell you?
This is democracy.
I saw one billboard yesterday. If you see how people angrily, it's a billboard though. It's a billboard. I won't tell you who is on the billboard. But if you see the way they are stoning that billboard, I see Kamana Jeep and Shedan. And I think you must be from the people. They are saying, yeah, John. You understand? But that be see, there is a way, because they will tell you that the locals don't have orientation. Who tell you? The locals are more politically inclined and informed than you, because they saw what bandits are doing to them. They didn't see lights. They cannot go farm.
You don't get fertilizer, farming
no
pits.
fertilizer. And you want the same people, and you promise to build hospital for them. Most of these locals don't have hospital. You do not build hospital after promising, and after 4 years you want to come, except it is you who are going to put yourself into that ballot.
Yes, so talking about banditry and insecurity, just yesterday we read about the 150 people that were kidnapped somewhere over in Katsina. I can't really remember where. Also, people were kidnapped in Kaduna too on Easter Sunday.
Yes.
And the army came out yesterday to say they've recovered the super and they've returned them to their communities. But the community is now coming out to say, no, we didn't see them. Now, again, looking at what happened in Jos, when the president went to Jos and was telling them right in the hotel that you don't have lights, and I just have 10 minutes to spend with you guys here. You understand? And saying and promising them that he is going to reassure them that it is not going to happen again. But less than 48 hours later, we saw continued and sustained attacks in Jos and no deliberate effort. Now let's juxtapose this with, irrespective of what happened over in the foreign scene, US and Iran, when the Iranians shut down the F-15, where they shut down the F-15 jet. You could see, irrespective of what happened, the seriousness at which the Americans went back to try and get their own soldier. Now let's bring back to what happened in Nigeria with the general who was away from his boys and was calling for his rescue, and they couldn't rescue this man. Nobody was able to come there. Now let's look at all this and look at really that, irrespective of anything you will say about Trump, that's one singular act. Can't we have something like that in our own country, where your leader will be so passionate, where your leader will be so have so much passion for his people, where we have so much passion for his people that, okay, why are you killing my people? What can I do to save my people? Let's see deliberate efforts being put into place. But we are not having that currently.
You know, let me check you. Do you know that F-15 that was being brought down in an attempt to rescue the pilot? You know, Americans lost
Yes.
4 aircraft.
But at least they bigger than
Yes.
4.
Yes, they did actually.
This is tell you how important they look at their citizens.
Their citizens.
Most importantly, their troops, because
Yes.
they are the symbol of the territorial integrity
Yes.
of the country. And this is not even America. It's not within America, but even within Nigeria, they kidnap generals.
General.
They televise their killings. They go to community. Okay, look at what is happening. This issue of justice, without due respect,
Yeah.
it's as if we are chasing a shadow, leaving the image.
Yeah.
Because I see just issue as a kind of a template that is being used to test run what they want to achieve as far as the Christian genocide is concerned. Christian genocide is a gimmick to come into Nigeria and steal Nigerian resources. And unfortunately, it is, Nigerian leaders, I won't say it's there with the collaboration, but you will wonder as if they are sleeping or they don't analyze data. You understand the way they allow Americans to come in and look at shamelessly what is happening. Now, why I say Plateau issue is a kind of a gimmick, a template to perpetrate whatever they want to do. The killings in Kebbi, in Zamfara, in Niger, in Sokoto and Kaduna is even worse than what happened in Jos. There is a video Baba sent to me. You understand? Somebody from Kebbi State, inside in farm, you can even see the flame of fire coming from the neighboring community. He said they came unabatedly. They are circling. It's a big town, but they are taking the town one by one. In fact, they surrounded the town. They set it ablaze, waiting for any other person who will run out of the fire, and they will be gone down. And this is happening inside Nigeria. This thing is, even if you don't have security information about the real time happening, but it's there on social media that we too can even access. You understand? So that if it is something to go by, why don't you scramble a fighter jet to go to that place? Nigeria is trying to something. In Kebbi now, they are left on their own. Another video again, a community in Zamfara, because they have received a letter from these bandits not to dare engage in farming activities in these farming settings. What do you know what the community did? Whatever they have, this dead gun and whatever they have, they will bring them to car. They are now training themselves as a soldiers.
Yes.
They said they will never give up. Let the bandit come. They are now preparing. So what message are you sending? Are they sending now? The country is gradually creeping into a state of anarchy that individuals, locals, citizens will have to defend themselves. Where our political leaders are busy focusing their attention
On 2027.
on 2027. Go to hell, go and die. So the country gradually, most importantly, the northern part of the country is now, going into a state of anarchy. And our leaders it's nothing happening. The most painful part of what is what Baba keep talking. Don Allah, don annabi, babu wa shugabanni, babu da TJ, babu manya a Nigeria. One person is doing what he feel like doing. The siege of political zone, we have great personalities that are still alive. Can they talk to this government? People are dying. If you talk, you have become the enemy of the government. The next thing now, they start looking for you. And look at Bello Tuji and his boys are going freely, burning communities. Nothing is happening. Gaskiya, our leaders, you fear God. God is watching. And say, what Balance used to tell us since we are coming up. Talaka, in ka matsa mashi, in bai da komi, yana da guda daya, shine Allah ya isa. Duk gwamnatin da aka fara ce mata Allah ya isa, wallahi gwamnatin ta ji tsoron Allah fa.
Sooner or later. Allah ya isa fa kuma. Allah kuma kun fa yakun ne. God will say happen, it will happen. Before a blink of an eye, it will happen. It was the PDP who was on power. They vowed to rule this country for the next 60 years. But because of the Allah ya isa, ya isang. 16 years, 6 years turned to 16 years. Nigerian leaders
political leaders, elected leaders, could you say Allah, for God is watching you.
Exactly. All right. Before you go, IG, Baba sent a video now from somewhere in Katsina, and you could see major destructions. Yes, I wish I could play that for listeners so they can see the level of destruction on this particular video. And there's an accompanying note there, which is Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. This is a Matazu local government in Katsina State. From one bad news to another every day in Nigeria. As we wake up today safe, healthy, and at peace, some are returning to sleep, while others prepare to step out for their daily hustle. Please, let's not forget our brothers and sisters in Kebbi, Katsina, and other parts of the country who woke up to fear, violence, and loss. Driven from their homes, families shattered, lives taken by terror. Some homes are gone forever, some businesses destroyed beyond repair, and some hearts may never fully heal again. In moments like this, silence is not enough. Let us remember them in our prayer, in our dua. Let us feel their pain, even from afar. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring an end to this fitna, grant the martyrs, Jannatul Firdaus, heal the wounded, and restore peace to our lands. Amen.
So you see, it's unfortunate when in 24th century we have miscreants terrorizing people in the rural area and gradually coming to the urban areas. And then with the people, what do they have left? Prayer. In 24th century, in the largest economy in Africa, in the largest, Nigeria has the largest population in the world, African black population in the world. We cannot protect our people. It has gotten to the level where our people who are now resorting to prayers. When you see individuals resorting to prayers, at the end of the day, after they find out that, okay, we are now hopeless, let's go back to God, it means there's nothing else they can do. Those who promised to protect them have failed woefully to do that. You might say they are making attempts, but it is not enough. It is not enough. The president went to Jos 48 hours later, after he promised them that such thing will never happen again. He didn't even stay to feel what they feel. He didn't go to their community to see how destructive it was. Go to the community. See what is written on the faces of the people. Are they happy or are they angry? He didn't do that. And later on, he said, okay, he's going to provide 5,000 CCTV camera fixed with AI. It will not work. It will not work. CCTV with AI? What happens when bandits invade a community or gives a community a letter that we are coming so day, and the community will now inform the authorities that they say they are coming, and believe me, there will not be any response from the authorities, and these bandits will come and do whatever they want. They will spend hours doing these things. Do you need CCTV for that? Yesterday or 2 days back, the president has signed off the recruitment of 5,000 forest guards. He said it to complement the effort in Plateau. How are these forest guards going to help in stopping this rampage in Plateau State? The military is there. What is the military doing? What is happening? Okay, you recruit 5,000. What about Katsina? What about Sokoto? What about Kebbi? What about Zamfara? What about Niger? Are you going to give us 5,000 CCTV camera too in all these states? The government needs to work and put security as number one priority. If it doesn't do that, then it has failed. Because when you are living in your country, these are not even foreigners. These are people living in your state, and they do video clips of whatever they do, and they post it online.
All right.
I think
what is happening?
Talking about this video camera, I don't know if you can play that KB because it has happened. It's on the media, so that probably this type of thing will draw the attention of government. That's one in KB State. Yes.
All right. Let's have that one coming up.
Jama'an kasa ta Najeriya wallahi akwai matsala. Nan Kebbi State onda Shanga local government garin kawai na ka ciro ta lakura wanda aka ce basu komi. Allah ga can yau gari na uku kenan suka kone bakin zuwa yau. Biyar ga watan hudu sun kone kalkami, sun kone dabe, mutanen Kebbi sun wace. Yanzu ga garin Kawar can sun samu wuta, sun hana kowa ita in kai ta halbe ka. Ga gari can jama'a kallon ga haƙin nan gani wallahi billahi la ilaha illallah gari na ka ciro ta. Kasa ga ko ba mu da gwamnati ko a ce ba mu da shugabanni iyakar halin da talaka suke ciki kenan. Ga mu gona mun zo gona aiki ya buwaye mu. Mutanen can sun kasa tsaka mu ga muna makwatan su mun zo raji aiki ya buwaye mu. ka kalli gari na wanda adda mutum ward ne wanda yana cikin abin da ka ba dan siyasa gurin ma jama'a a ba da yan siyasa ka kalli gari na garin Kawara ka ci da wuta duk wanda ya san shanga local government ya san garin Kawara tana da manyan yan siyasa kasa ga amma ka kalli gari na wanga duhu da ka gani lakurawa na tun kare shi da bari an wuta kan su sai kare 8 suka shigo gari yanzu ga can di ba ka gani hayakin ga gani gari na ka ci da wuta wallahi mai muku gyara ku ji tsoron Allah kan mu ce muku ni dai mu kalle ku wallahi Allah ya samu ba ta barin ku kalli gari na jama'a ga mu mun zo gona ka kalli tuwa mu ga mu mun zo rage ke goyi mu wannan bala'i na gabu muna dabda mu ce goma mun ga kabari mu ce ina ban mu a ciki ka kalli jama'a di ba yaki sun kunna harkon gari sun koma tsakiyar gari sun koma iyakar gari sun kunna duka gari yanzu kalli wanga ruwan da gari na nan duk ga nan babban gari da dunnan sha babban gari su ga suna kuna ne.
All right. This particular one is heartbreaking.
It is.
It is very heartbreaking. And in as much as we are having a systemic failure and at the same time misplaced priorities, when we're having a whole lot of people who wants to be leaders, but what do they want to use that power to do? When you ask them, they don't even know at the end of the day. And we always say this thing here, it is not only just about me wanting to be governor, to wear the agbada, me wanting to be the president, to wear the best of clothes, to drive the latest Benz, to ride yachts, to ride private jets. That is not leadership. Leadership is in you being able to lead your people through difficult times, through hard times. What are you doing to ameliorate the pain of your people? We've always say this thing times and times again. It is never rocket science. How have people who have been faced with this kind of issue done? And how many are these people safe inside the bush? Total number of the whole groups, from the Mahmudawa to the Lakurawa to the bandits to the ISWAP to the JNIM, all of them. How many are they that we cannot finish them in one clean sweep?
Ebilis, sorry, I don't want you to go. You just make a point that I really want to react on it. You talk about leaders. Many people come to seek for power. After getting it, they don't even know what to do with power. Do you know who I blame? I blame two people. Number one people I blame is the media. Because the media, that you have constitutional power to hold every public office holder accountable. And you see how Nigeria has been, the mess in the country. It is incumbent on you as a media, or as organization, or as individual media person or an organization, to go deep down to get somebody's track record, his family background, what he has done in the society, his contribution. You look at his strengths and weaknesses, then you come and analyze, so that you media, you are the first estate of the realm. You give people the direction to go. So you will have to be unbiased in terms of analyzing issues, in terms of going deep down. But you see, okay, look at what those medias do with Wiki. Please, for crying out loud, how do you think people will have foresight to understand the ills in leadership of lack of Wiki? You need to go deep down. Somebody is contesting for governor today, for instance, in Niger State. It is incumbent on the entire media outlet in Niger State to go deep down, to get record of all these politicians, their record. If you have served in government yesterday, what have you done? How do people feel as follower in your own hand as a leader? You say it in black and white print. Do not hide anything, so that at the end of the day, it is now, if the people on their own now, after knowing the track record of this particular candidate, and they went for him, and they are facing what they face, then usually media will be laughing at them. But you don't, you just come as a media person, they give you money, you have credible information that is useful to society, you hold it, or because of fear. You understand? So why in the first place being in the media industry if you know you cannot all do this? So I think I want to put this challenge on the media. We can't just be lamenting. What have happened has happened. But we have another situation. We are faced with another very terrible situation. It is terrible because from the very first day these people came to power, what they think about is 2027. In 2020, the very first day they sworn somebody into power, that person is talking about 2027. So his return 2027, and you expect something good from that person. I have challenged somebody when somebody say you want to become a president. I said this is the beginning of the failure. And I was challenging this thing with technocrats, doctors, PhD holders, and I believe they are listening to me now. They will flash back to the discussion we had. I said this is the beginning of failure, and this is the beginning of suffering for Niger State. Without due respect, I'm saying this thing because Abba, ya kamata ka gode ma Allah mana. Leadership ko kansila ne, it is a certain number of people that's iya yi because you are many. You only few will have the opportunity. Shekara na zai a nada duniyan. In ka wa zai yi, will it go round? It will not go round. So kai da Allah ya ba dama ne, ka ji tsoron Allah, first thing zaka yi kenan. Ka ji tsoron Allah cewa wannan abin da Allah ya baka, it is a test of faith. You will be called for accountability either here on earth or in the hereafter. What do you do with the power? Kaga ya zama dole kai consultation kenan ko ka samu mutane in baka sani ba wanda suka sani ka tantade su. Ai in gwamna in kana ce kansa ne ko ciyaman ko gwamna ko shugaban kasa kafin kai wani yayi ai na soja ai na siyasa kuma Allah ya sa wanda suka yi da yawan suna nan ya suka yi suka tsira. Matsalolin da ka samu challenges here and there. What caused those challenges? You consult. Akwai dattijai. People, if it is a state, people build the states. You are not the one who build the state. When they build the nation, they use their resources, their whatever. They make a lot of sacrifices. So, you need to go and consult them. But in country natural leadership, nakane. Zaka gaya ma Allah.
All right.
So our leaders, because what is happening in the country is going to be which about 2027 bar. People are dying, but leaders don't see anything about the dead. All they see is their own chances of coming back the next time.
Yes, if you look at this particular issue, we are still talking on insecurity, and as they are happening, sometimes I think about, can Nigeria even fight a foreign threat, for example, with its neighbor, if a war breaks out? That's one question I always ask myself. If we cannot fight this miscreant in the forest, these few hundreds of terrorists in the forest, there are some of them we can't even face them. Some of them are even showing their faces, and we can't go after them. What happens when a foreign country tries to invade you?
We can't.
Can you stand it?
Wallahi, we can't. I swear.
Can you stand it?
Don't you do it?
That is the problem.
You did it in Benin.
You invaded someone else's country.
Yes.
This one is a deliberate attempt. To some extent.
What if the leaders in Benin are also angry and also want to be aggressive? Can we confront them?
We will.
What? Let's see these miscreants. We can't even find hundreds of people with us.
We are not having a deliberate will. It is just a lack of will.
That's what I'm saying. The will is not there to fight. If the will is not there to fight people within your territory, what is the will to fight people outside? Do you have the will to fight the people outside? Because right now, what is happening is really affecting the economy of Nigeria. But some people might not know, because agriculture in the north is the bane of economy in the north. We don't have many manufacturing companies in the north. And now look at this this particular video. This is a farming community. You can imagine, can these people go to farm? Look at the trauma these people will be facing. This man is already in the farm, but he cannot farm, looking at what is happening in the next village. So this particular village right now cannot go to farm.
All right, IG, I think we need to understand the scope of some issues, you understand. When we are looking at this issue of banditry and the likes, it seems as if some quarters are making money from it.
Yes.
You understand? It
Yes,
seems as if some
going
quarters are making money, good money from it, and it seems that they don't want it to end anytime soon. That's how the whole thing seems. That's how this whole thing looks. Because how can you tell me somebody who just sits in his house and types some things and sends some message, he can be picked? But this same person is always on TikTok live.
Yeah.
Most me. Somebody will be on TikTok live and you can't locate where he is
Even share the
to
money.
go and pick him up. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it. But again, why I say let's understand this scope. We need to understand the complexity of the country where we are. Different. You were talking about we invading another country or not. Now this is a different scenario that we are faced with. Different locations with its own peculiar problem. You understand? Now in the northeast, in the north central and part of the northwest, we're having this issue of banditry. Then when we are going to the northeast, you need to know that it's not a different ballgame entirely.
Yeah.
It's not a different ballgame entirely. Where you're having the ISWAP, the Lakurawas, the JNIM, and the likes. Now you need to understand that when you are fighting this kind of war, it is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Because guerrilla warfare is now coming into play.
Yes.
ambush kind of tactics warfare is now coming into play. Things you are not expecting before.
But right now we have the technology to fight these individuals.
Do we even have the technology? Do we have drones?
We have the
Okay, let me.
yeah, if you go to the north, we have children now producing drones. All you need to do is call them back in and give them more incentive to produce drones
where do you have
that can
them?
do all these jobs.
Let me tell you the real dimension, the real thing. It's like we have personalized leadership in this country.
Yeah.
And I want to say, based on the prevailing reality, what has happened, what is happening. When there was a coup in Niger, you know, Niger and Niger were one and the same. The dichotomy that divided us was just a selfish thing. Nigerians are more of Nigeria. We are Niger. Nigeria is Niger. But the colonial masters, out of their selfishness, decided to say, stay here, we'll stay here, but we are still one and the same. When there was a coup in Niger, there is a places in Niger that it is easy for you to come into Nigerian territory to do a transaction and whatever and go back. Same way, same to Nigeria. So now, when there was a coup in Niger, we are not advocate of coup, but what we call there was a coup because of gap in mismanagement and whatever corruption.
The Bazoum government.
Yes, and the people embraced the coup, the junta. Now, when Nigeria as leader of ECOWAS want to invade Niger, northern leaders went and begged the president, do not do that. Fighting Niger is fighting as fighting yourself. Don't fight them. If you are fighting them, you are fighting us. And when you cut off the economic activities, this part of the Nigerian, we're going to suffer a lot because we do transaction with them much more than we do with our foreign counterpart in Nigeria. What happened? You can see the drama at that time. You know, even clear is when a lot of politicians, you see how the end of the day, our relationship now is now, our marriage has been divorced now. Niger is sharing border with Nigeria through the northern axis. Benin Republic is sharing border with Nigeria towards the southern axis. When there is same issue in Benin Republic, in less than 48 hours, both air components and ground troops were deployed to foil the coup. You can see the game now because they don't want Lagos to be destroyed. They don't want the southwestern this country to be destroyed. But you care less about the north. Let them go to hell. I used to speak and you are a president for the whole country. We are saying this because it has happened. You understand? It has happened. Isn't there peace now? And that is why I'm telling you, Nigerian troops have the capacity to face any external aggression.
Yes. If the government,
it has happened,
yes, with the will
in Benin Republic. So, as is now, do you know currently that military are now trying to reconstruct the bridge they destroyed at this Bogu, that bridge, that was the military are. So, the military themselves are crying from inside. They are shedding tears. Habba ya za a yaron da aka haifa jiya wanda bai ma iya tata ta bako da ni how I've grown with makamai in my own heart. I say yana cina a yaƙi. You think they will not cry? They are crying too now. So I don't know, and that is why I said this conspiracy of silence will not take us to anywhere. Don Allah, don Annabi, we are calling on northern leaders ku dawo mana da martaban arewa. Abinda Sardauna ya bar mana. Sardauna gave his life. Sardauna and his gave their life for the north and for Nigeria. Despite the fact that there is this dichotomy between the north and the south, each time you find yourself in this northern, Sardauna ba sa nuna bambanci. They feel we are all human beings. We are Nigerians. Kamar adalci. That is abin da aka bar mana. And one of the things we inherited as a north is leadership. You know, how to display leadership is one of the greatest quality we have. But that glory now is fading away. So we are calling on our leaders, our heroes who are still alive. We are begging you in the name of God to come into this issue. And that is why Baba have come up with one plan, thinking of how to rescue the North. It's a program, it's a special program Baba came up with that they'll be discussing every Wednesday from 11 to 12, so that we need Northern with like minds who are very patriotic who are paying from within to come and support this program in any best way you think you can. If we think this platform is not enough, we can still advance it. We have somebody, God has blessed us with somebody who have seen it all, who have all the record, who have all the educational, the whatever to take us. And one of the guests who came here was saying that, Baba, somebody like you can start the course. Let's give Baba support. So we need support because we need him now that he is strong.
Yeah.
You understand? So that at least we can know where we are coming from and where we're heading to. We have to determine our future. Just the way the Southwesterners have determined their future now. They have coming up with a template. They even have their own national anthem. So it means they are prepared whenever the country decide to go into secession. They are prepared. As it is now, even the security architecture of Amatekum are using drones. The more reason why you didn't see Lakwa, the Mahmoud Awas, the Boko Haram. The Boko Haram, they are not saying Boko Haram in the north, saying Boko Haram in the country. So why is it that it is only the north that is feeling the brunt of the attack? Why don't it extend to others? Is it because they are waking up leaders? Shugabannin Arewa, Kalubalenku.
All right. Let's move ahead away from that. And coming back to the ADC, yes, Baba just sent in something now. As history becomes, as ADC lawyers return to Honorable Justice Emeka Nwite's Federal High Court today, barring any last-minute change of circumstances, eminent lawyers of the main opposition, ADC, will be returning to the Honorable Justice Emeka Nwite's Federal High Court in Abuja today, asking him to dismiss the frivolous ex parte motion instituted by Mr. Nafiu Bala Gombe for the court's lack of jurisdiction in line with Section 83, subsection 5 of the Electoral Act 2026. It must be recorded that earlier on October 3, 2025, and March 6, 2026, respectively, two Federal High Court justices with corresponding jurisdiction, Justice James Omotosho and Justice Joyce Abdul Malik, have dismissed a similar suit filed by Dumebi Kachiku against the Senator David Mark-led leadership. We pray to God Almighty to guide Honorable Justice Emeka Nwite and empower him with the divine wisdom to give a just ruling today or tomorrow. This is even as intel from highly impeccable sources in Abuja indicates that the Honorable Justice Nwite is under immense pressure from jittery senior officials of the Bola Tinubu regime to destabilize the main opposition ADC, thus morphing Nigeria into a one-party state ahead of 2027.
So there was a judicial precedent.
There is a
So
one
there was a judicial
there is
precedent.
one that even reached even Supreme Court.
So what is why didn't you just throw it out? That okay, there is something similar to that.
I think,
Why are they still we hearing this case?
I think Justice Nwite will have to look at this thing in one perspective. The pressure that is coming from him to give a ruling in favor of the other party of Nafiu.
Yes.
It is simple saying, just Iwoke, we have given Nigerian future to you. Destroy it for us. Destroy it for our own personal aggrandizement. We'll do the right thing for peace and harmony of Nigeria. Which one will you choose? And already you have media all around you waiting to write the history. They're just waiting for you. Anything you do will be taken into account. Your generation, yet unborn, will always be remembered for what you do. So I think Justice Nwite is a very, very respected judge. In fact, some of those things he did in the recent time have actually made him to be one of the incorruptible judge, or judge who actually knows what he's doing. The case of Malemi, he threw it away. He said he will not sit on that chair and give a judgment that we favor certain individual and trample on somebody's rights. And I think he have almost 2 times he has done that. And I think he's not going to fail Nigeria because no, I think they are going to.
Yes. So either we get the distance today or tomorrow.
So Justice Nwite knows the implication. How Shekara how retire? Is it how you want to retire? I know you want to ask a informal question. It's not a big deal for him to do now. So, and Nigerians must understand one thing. Forget about the characters in ADC. Forget about the people who talk about, they say they are all politicians, they are circling, whatever. They are not the same. let me tell you, the fight now, as the government and APC have taken this fight, and even INEC, because you know you are having a coalition. APC do coalition in 2015. They are still doing another coalition now again ahead of 2027. So it's going to be a coalition of Nigerians and coalition of APC, because when you bring INEC into it, shamelessly, without due respect, a professor, a son professor in the legal industry coming to defend a political party. How about Professor George Amupitan? You are not done with the issue of writing or favoring a particular religion, that they have been calling for your resignation. And he came up with another big blow onto your image and the image of your entire family. Because even if they will remember him. Let me tell you, remember Josh Amufishan. There is this, this man, this former civilian governor, Godwin Emefiele. When he allowed himself to be used in order not to allow President Bola Tinubu to be elected inside APC, they used him. Eventually, they got their way into power. Don't you see how they're disgracing him?
At the end of the day,
Senate president was saying in the National Assembly, you frustrated us, we're going to frustrate you. And look at the way they are shamelessly, playing with him
that
like
is being parried.
So if this Amipute is not careful, we should need to be careful. Let him go and ask. Let's go to this former IG's grave. Go and ask him after the president used him. I don't know how do they. So you are a professor. Wake up. They will use you and dump you, and history will only remember you for the bad you have done, because you are trying to set Nigeria into a state of war. When you want to deliberately disenfranchise Nigeria. Now, after the call from Nigerians, all of a sudden, abruptly, they said, okay, the issue of revalidation of permanent voters card should be suspended. Not suspended. You will even cancel it. Because Northerners. See, let me tell you, Northerners know that it is a deliberate attempt, because they determine who becomes the president. They want to disenfranchise Northerners. They want to reduce their vote, so at the end of the day, they will, it's very easy for you to get your way when you disenfranchise people who you know are not going to vote for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Pai, with a lot of theories this morning. All right, let's move ahead. So, yesterday we read that the presidency has agreed to pay 3.3 trillion naira to the Gencos. Now, that particular story, I was online yesterday. Then Rufai Hussaini posted that this was not the first time that the federal government has actually agreed to pay that same said amount of money. It happened in 2024. Now, this is a Tinubu approved payment of 3.3 trillion naira power sector debt, according to Adelabu. This was published on May 17, 2024, 2 years ago. It is still on numerous paper. The ICIR have it. A whole lot of papers have it on the New Telegraph had it. The same thing. The same story, the same everything. So it's begging the question, what is actually happening?
Copy and paste.
It's confusing.
I don't know if these individuals that are, purporting this think we are living in another dimension, we are delusional. You can't, 2024, you say you approved it.
So what happened?
And then 2026,
you are reapproving.
You say you are approving the same particular amount of money. So what is happening now is that I don't know what they are taking Nigerians for. I don't forget, Gencos came out and said that was not the agreement they signed. That was not. It's not 3.3.
They said they are being owed around 6 trillion.
6 trillion naira. So, and when you are signing this agreement, you are not carrying along the stakeholders, the Gencos, and the gas suppliers. So what you are trying to say now is that you just do whatever you like, and nobody's going to ask any question. Anybody who asks question, all you need to do is just to turn deaf ear. See. The issue in power sector cannot be resolved without fighting corruption. It is the corruption that's making Nigeria, not getting the power supply it needs. Billions of naira, billions of dollars are even sunk into this sector, and yet we can produce up to 5,000 megawatts. That's 5,000 megawatts that a city in developed countries can even consume in a day.
There is a lot of shenanigans there. Now, 3.3 billion
trillion naira.
This is the same government that have removed subsidy on electricity. Nigerians don't used to know what they call ban. In fact, we've now the issue of 33 kV, 11 kV is only known by engineers in NEPA or in the power industry because of the nature of their job. All what Nigeria want needs that time is electricity, light. Now what in Nigeria, light comes, goes. Now what we know with that. As it is now, we have 33 kV, we have 11 kV, we have the KVs. We have band A, band B, band C, band whatever. We don't know all this thing before. So as we are now being on band now, our life has been bound by band. Now, look at what is happening. You pay more money,
you don't get it.
Nigerians are paying more now, and they're getting less. I say that is not enough. Government is investing more now,
and
to give us darkness.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
What type of mathematics is this government doing? What type of calculation are doing? What type of sagacity are they putting on the table that we ordinary Nigerians are not understanding? And the essence of government is to make sure that there is a social welfare, there is social well-being. Whatsoever you think you are doing, if people are crying or complaining, then you should do, you are doing nothing. So we are going to see how this is going to play out, because the 3.3 trillion naira is not a guarantee for you.
They to be paid in tranches though.
If it's not a guarantee.
The previous one, was it paid?
Was the previous one paid?
Where is the money? Why is the 2024's on?
Forget about paying these 20s. Even if the government, the government is very good at taking loans. Very, very good. If the government will go and take foreign loan and pay this money cash, it's not a guarantee that you're still going to get light.
Yes, it's not
4 hours.
It's not.
I hope you know.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So, but at least they should do something for us to, ameliorate the pain on people. Now, there was also this Daniel Bwala's interview again yesterday, where Daniel Bwala said, "I have never in my life called Bola Tinubu a drug lord."
I hope you have. There are plentiful videos.
Yes, and the actor told him that. So if we bring out a video, will you say we doctored it? That was the actor asking him that, and he said, "No. If you have it here, we can shut the interview and you produce it." He said there is a second one again. You will see it on social media where they said Bwala said, "If you give Asiwaju Bola Tinubu 30 years, nothing will happen." Again, it is the laziness associated with the media in Nigeria. It was misquoted, and I have the video now. It was on the 25th of December 2023 where I was critiquing the policy of the government. Then the anchor watched the video and he said, "But this is an interview on Arise." Bwala said no. He shall argue. But again, the thing is, we are seeing a Bwala. We are seeing a whole lot of people who are always insultive, and but once the government comes in and they bring you in, then the story changes immediately.
I think Bwala should have just let this issue rest. Just the expose with Mehdi Hassan. He should have just allowed the issue to go to bed, and let it slide.
I don't think media should be wasting his time without due respect on Bwala, because you only waste your time with somebody who still have some iota of integrity. As far as I'm concerned, without due respect, Daniel Bwala does not have an iota of integrity
left in him.
Because if what Bwala did when he was a spokesperson of Atiku can still have the infantry, the ghost, the spirit to come and even accept appointment in this government, to the extent of putting himself in strategic place where he makes a strategic communication. I don't think he have a single iota of, and the more you talk about him, the more you are even wasting your time, because we're talking about integrity. Okay, look at now. There is this man now, Kenneth Okonkwo.
Yes.
He's saying that in 4 weeks about 137 people died. We are being killed, sorry. And look at the drama the president is happening. The president. I don't know if we can play this interview.
All right, let's have it.
Let me tell you the statistics of insecurity since this year. More than 1,000 persons have been killed from January. In Kaduna State alone, from February 10, more than 270 persons have been killed. About 137 terrorist attacks have taken place in 34 states. 34 states out of 36 within 4 weeks. This government is a joke. The primary duty of government is the security and welfare of the people. And any government that fails in that has failed in all, because you need to be alive before you enjoy fundamental human rights. You need to be alive before you enjoy infrastructure. And you know what? This government has been the most borrowed government in the history of Nigeria. What are they doing with the money? If they cannot do the primary responsibility, buying presidential yacht, spending 21 billion naira to build vice president's office, buying presidential jet, their children going on army of escorts, army that Wole Soyinka said it was not sitting to him. Wole Soyinka described the escort of Tinubu's children as being enough to stop queue in a foreign land, and people are being massacred. And this same president says he is withdrawing security operatives from VIPs, but yet multiplied the ones for himself and his household. So I am sorry, I can't give you any hope, because this is a government of hopelessness. This thing will happen again, because this government does not want to do the right thing. They don't want to put more boots on the ground. They don't want to support state police. Forget all those things. Tinubu, first of all, he arranged a meeting of all the governors. All the governors say we want state police. No, he didn't go ahead. He's appointing IGP now, set up a committee. After that one, they will appoint another committee to sit on what the committee say. Politics. This government is even playing politics with the lives of Nigerians. Do you think that this government, if he wants any amendment, would seek anybody's consultation? When he was passing the tax laws, his vice president had a meeting in the Council of State, and they told him, please wait to consult more. He said, there's no need. It's a National Assembly. Go ahead. Anybody who wants to consult can go to National Assembly. But now in the issue of state police, he will consult Oluwaseun. He will consult Okoro Okonkwo. He will consult Sani Muazu. He will consult both known names and unknown names. Why? Because he does not want state police. Because they want to use the federal police to intimidate and to manipulate Nigerians. And I'm sorry that they are even using judiciary now. Why am I saying that? They were the ones who told us that it was the order of courts that puts El-Rufai in jail. Yet when the mother died, without an order of court, they released him. What does that say? That it's not the court that is keeping him. They are using instrumentality of judiciary to keep Nigerians illegally in detention. Everybody should be careful, because we've had enough.
Barrister, those are very powerful opening remarks. Let's dig deeper. Like I said, the president issued the regular, or the usual directives to the service chiefs. Oh, go after the perpetrators. He even said, nobody should give it religious coloration or ethnic connotations, that this is purely criminal acts and that the perpetrators should be fished out, and so on and so on. The question, Barrister, is that when does the president admit failure, that, the state has failed, and request for help from wherever possible? What do you say to this?
No amount of help can help Tinubu as commander-in-chief.
You think so?
Yes, no amount of help. Americans came in. He pointed to the Americans where they will bomb, just to assuage the feeling of American president. How do you help a president who, when there is massacre in his own country, he is abroad, riding and treading on red carpet?
Horse-drawn carriages.
How do you help such a president? No, he's unhelpable. The only thing you do to such a person is to remove him through democratic means. Remove him completely. No, how do you help a president? Donald Trump, for instance, canceled his trip. Let me tell you the statistics of insecurity.
Kenneth Kuko said a whole lot.
It's loud.
Mm-hmm.
You have spoken the truth as it is, because the way things are, and I'm not sure if we can get this problem solved, because the first time of this administration is almost gone. Mm-hmm. Yet we have not been able to resolve power crisis. Mm-hmm. We have not been able to resolve insecurity problems. So when is this present government going to do that? That's a very big question. Can they still do that within few months that we have left?
I don't think so, if you ask me. I don't think so. All right, I'm going to the foreign scene real quick, because I want us to give listeners ample time today to speak on the program. Today is the D-Day, yes. Today is the D-Day. We are waiting for 8 p.m. this night to see what is actually going to happen, whether Trump is going to go ahead with his threat of bombing the hell out of Iran. What are your expectations from that particular one?
No, as usual now. As usual, the normal with toys. He will lie. Probably he may change a stand because the recent happening in the Middle East, from the attack the Iranians are launching, it tells you that Iran is now among the league of world power. Iran has the capacity not only to annihilate Israel, but even a country like America is not safe because they are proving capacity in the few days have shown that yes, they can do and undo. And look at, they've given some conditions for ceasefire, one of which is that they want a total withdrawal of the entire American base in the Middle East. That one they say is non-negotiable. That is one. Two, they want compensation.
Yeah.
The destruction that has been meted on them.
Since they are not the one, they are not the aggressors.
Yes. They are talking about over is it 800 billion dollars?
Yes.
But they are now saying that okay, they have to pay about $500 billion as a compensation. And that one too is non-negotiable. America is going to deliver, a president is going to deliver a press whatever today to determine whether this war will continue or is going to take a new shape. And mind you, they are now saying a lot of agreements that have, they're talking about, I think we talk about compensation for this. I've forgotten, it's a keep my memory.
That's another one which says they should be compensated because of all the embargoes and the sanctions since 1970.
Embargo should be lifted.
Should also be lifted. Yes,
should be lifted.
Oh, and so many other things. Trump is an unpredicted person. He's someone who is reckless, cannot be predicted.
And there's one agreement that is, whether it's silent, it's open, I don't know. The end of petrodollar, because if they are telling you to go and buy, if you have
to pass through the Strait of Hormuz with your oil, you have to buy it in yuan.
So if today's,
that's a fight against petrodollar.
So they say today, if the things fail today, they will totally completely close down the Strait of Hormuz. So even the France, former American ally that is paying them, I think $1 per barrel, for them to pass through the Strait of Hormuz, it will be closed. So technically, Iranians will now be setting other world power against America, because these people they are martyrdom. Death is one thing they embrace. So what's just mutua? The problem. They are ready to die, and they have already prepared for this death long ago.
When if there's a siren in Tel Aviv about the incoming missiles from Iran, everybody runs to the shelter.
All right.
But but in Iran, in Tehran, bombs were landing and people were saying Allah Akbar. They are not moving. For today, Tuesday, being the deadline. So Trump has made a lot of promises before that we're going to do this, we're going to attack you, we're going to do this. If you don't do that, several times he couldn't. But this particular one, nobody knows if he's going to go ahead with his threats. But if he goes ahead with his threat, this war is going to take a new dimension where we're going to see more escalation, where we're going to see more fights. Which will lead to America using its ground troops to come in, which Iranians are already.
And they have said they are going to activate their own nuclear warhead.
And also they're going to activate their security tie with Russia and China, which means Russia and China will now come in directly.
No, they are saying, what they're saying, if this thing fail now, 100% openly, and whatever they will come out openly, the Russian and China will come openly
because they have a security agreement.
So America will know that they are not fighting Iran.
It's becoming a world war.
3 world power, because Iran, like I said, they have now forcefully added themselves into the list of world power.
Yes, it is. And to the person who I was discussing to the other time, I hope you are listening to them. I told him that US is the biggest financier of terrorism.
Of
He
course.
said
Yes, they
how
are.
and when.
Yeah.
Now, Trump himself made a statement yesterday where he said they were supplying arms to protesters
Yes.
directly
Yes.
in Iran. You can see what is happening there. Now, let's look at what happened when the CIA were supplying chemical warfare to Iraq to battle Iran during that war there. We can see the issue of what happened even in Libya,
Yes.
where there was proliferation of arms. Where were those arms coming from? What happened to Libya up till
The Libya,
today?
it's the helicopters were dropping,
Yeah.
dropping
Caches
weapons
of
and giving to
ammunitions, caches of
civilians
ammunitions.
to take to use. And some of these weapons ended up in Nigeria.
In Nigeria. So you can see, so when we are saying the US is also a financier of terrorism, we know what we are saying. We've seen when Trump came, what was the first thing he did? He blocked USAID. What was the reason he gave for blocking USAID?
The country is using USAID money to finance terrorism in
Terrorism.
Nigeria.
So it's obvious. And again, it always get me thinking when you say, okay, you are fighting Iran because of the fact that for the past 20 to 30 years we've been saying they are close to enriching their uranium, they are close to enriching their uranium, they are close to getting the full nuclear power and everything. And again, these people have been so open about their nuclear program. The international authorities always come in to the IAEA. They always come in, to look at what they are doing, how much percent have they enriched the uranium to, and they've been saying, okay, this uranium we are having is for our nuclear power plants, it's for the reactors,
isotopes for hospitals,
for hospitals and the likes. Now, Israel, on the other hand, is having a nuclear power plant which nobody know the actual amount that they are having.
And
The international
where is the weapon? It's beneath the ground.
Beneath the ground.
So which location?
Which location? you understand? Now, Israel, you don't allow the international bodies to come in to have a look at what you even have. You understand? So who is more of a threat to who in this scenario? Let's be irrational about this. You understand?
And let me tell you, already there is even a moral victory against America, because Trump is now saying that they are going to deal with whosoever leaked that secret information that has to do with the pilot, the information of Israel, and so the American security architecture has already been infiltrated. The CIA has been compromised. The intelligence in Iran is penetrating through all the nooks and crannies, and who tell you these people are not prepared for American after this thing. So I think the press statement that's going to come from Trump today, is next to nothing as far as I'm concerned.
All right, next to nothing. So real quick, the last story we are going to take here before I take you to the phone lines. Lawmakers are invoking the 25th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution in a bid to remove President Donald Trump. Breaking news from office amid his threat to attack civilian infrastructure in Iran, which would constitute a war crime under international law. So this is the latest coming from
Al Jazeera.
Yes, from Al Jazeera.
The one that they are controlling.
Yes.
This particular issue, the Republicans have the majority in the House, and right now it's just few of them that are not in tune with Trump. Some of them are not. Some of them are against it. If you look at the interview or this questioning of security advisors, the defense minister, the CIA persons, if you look at all this, some of them are Republicans are not happy with what Trump is doing. But what would they do? Trump has support. These Republicans also have the support of IPAC, that is Israeli lobby group in the United States. So what do you expect them to do? I think it's going to be, if there's going to be an impeachment, it's going to come from bipartisan vote. But which is, to me, it's going to be very difficult to get a bipartisan vote to impeach President Trump right now, except if they can wait till November.
For the midterm
election, because I know some Republicans will have to lose their seats, and the Democrats will become majority party, and from there maybe they can move a motion of impeachment. They tried that, in his first tenure too.
No, I think the Democrats have been working underground, and they've been luring some of them. They are getting some of the people
on board.
They are getting signatures, but secretly they are working because they too are not happy, because they are both looking at the future of America. If you are going into an unnecessary war, who tell you after you fail in Iran will not retaliate, because retaliator you're going to be a direct attack on Washington.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Yes, it has been a wonderful time with you guys on radio. So I think let's take it to the phone line so listeners can also contribute on the program this morning. So the numbers to call us on are 091 3857901. Yes, Umar Dazmi on the Facebook page says, you will never find justice in a world where criminals makes the rules. He says, I hope the people will learn. Say no to Talia. Very important. Yes, Ibrahim Saleh is saying, good morning, everyone in the studio. Happy World Health Day. Happy International Day of Sports for Development and Peace. Dressing half naked on social media attracts club boys. Real men don't eat uncovered food that flies half perched. Thank you for that one. Yes, watching you live from my palace. So the king of the palace. All right, hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. What is your name and where are you calling us from? All right, welcome. Talk to me.
I would like to chip in on the issue of Trump.
All right.
Like I said, Trump is afraid to lose the price of world power. And for him to back out and save the future of the Americans, he refused. Now they are in a negotiating table, and the negotiation will may favor the Americans. The Iran have it to the table, and I think they should be the one to lead the negotiation benefits. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Muhammad Sani, for that one. Yes, negotiation. Yes. All right, Honorable Usman Bakiko says, good morning, Badegi Radio. Good morning to you too. Hello, good morning this morning.
Morning, how are you? Good morning, Badegi family.
Yes, very fine, thank you.
Senior citizen, assure me.
Oh, it's been a while, senior citizen. How have you been?
Thank you, my dear brother.
All right, go ahead.
To Mr. Pai and IG, I greet the both of you.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you. Pai, I think our most concern, we should concern about our country, Nigeria. You people are talking very good things. So let's pay attention. We should call on the government of Nigeria on how to tackle the Nigeria insecurity. It's our most problem. Talking about Tinubu and his cabinet, in fact, we are completely, we don't have much confidence on them any longer about Nigeria's insecurity. It's too much. So we made our vote. We should continue to advise all Nigeria people. They should use their PVC come 2027 against the administration. And then talking about the America, Iran, and Israel, we don't have to disturb ourselves about them. Their problem is within themselves. Let them face their problem. And for us to move forward, in our own country, that should be our problem. Iran and America, let that be their own problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, senior citizen.
There's one thing you need to understand. This is a global war.
Exactly.
It is an economic war.
Which is affecting us.
Which is affecting us.
Everybody.
How much are you buying for a liter of fuel now? Diesel is over 2,000 naira now. And in Mina said today it's a little bit scarce. I don't know whether it's
2,000 plus.
Yes, so you should know that the war is coming to you, and Nigeria is going to be another place that will come because you will have energy. The world is driven with energy. So they are coming to Nigeria. So it's better you begin to think so that our government will think of prepare for raining days. The war is coming, and it's not Nigeria is not going to be left out of the war. Yes.
All right, then away from that, Umar Dazimi says doctors begin strike today. Nigerian government budget 135 billion for election lawsuit. Yes, that was crazy. Even when key sectors like health, education, and infrastructure are still underfunded, transparency and accountability matter more than ever. And later they will say the reform is working. That's why they are scared of opposition, because they know that they have failed the masses. All right. Thank you for that one, Umar Dazimi, for that beautiful one. And back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning this morning. Yes, good morning this morning.
My name is Umar Oke, calling from Tinga.
All right, Umar Oke.
I agree with the last caller. They said their problem is a worldwide problem. It's not only America and Iran, it's a worldwide problem.
Exactly, it is.
I thank God that Usman Afai already gave the details.
All right.
But to my own surprise, how can a country that have nuclear have the right to challenge another doing the same? I don't think there's justice there. USA is doing all this because of oil. USA economy is down now. Trump is looking a way to cover it. By the grace of God, the end of USA domination is coming nearer. USA is underrating Iran. But at times, when your time is up, the smallest creature can deal with you.
Exactly.
You see, injustice can never last forever. When you push a dog to the end of war, he will fight you back. Yesterday, himself, Trump came out on television and said that they sponsor these Iraqi people to go and fight with Kurdish to fight during demonstration. They supply a lot of ammunition, but the thing changed to negative for them. He says only regret he has done in life. You see all these problems in Africa, and the only that they are doing just because of oil. May God protect us.
Amen. Thank you very much for that one. Yes, Umar Abdullah is saying, good morning, sir, Baba Badegi, and all the crew members in the studio. Honestly, I'm disappointed. INEC chairman has posed himself as one of the machineries that Tinubu APC-led government is going to use to ring 2026 election, 2027 elections, I beg your pardon. Very unfortunately, someone who is a tribalistic and regional sentimentalist, heading a critically institution such as an electoral empire. A true INEC chairman should display neutrality in discharging his or her responsibilities, not being one-sided or having any political affiliation, and help ruling party to kill the major opposition parties. It's high time we Nigerians should stop voting in egocentric and arrogant, as well as to all political offices. We will return appoint all these political gangsters into various offices. My very own candid opinion. All right, thank you very much for that one. Hello, good morning. How are you doing? According to Abuki Masoya. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning this morning.
Yeah, this is Montero calling from Mina.
All right, welcome, Mr. Montero.
My take is on this USA-Israel versus Iranian war.
All right.
I suppose what we should be praying of is how to cease fire to de-escalate the war. But I find that most of the time that you gentlemen in the studio are always one-sided. As if Iran is having a field day. Iran is not having a field day in this war. In fact, they are the major hit. So what I'm anticipating is that we should all pray for this war to end, because even we that are here is affecting us in one way or the other.
That's true.
That is my take. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Although we are not being one-sided, we report
about what
about the war in Iran.
If we are one-sided, fine. Spain is one-sided. Germany is one-sided. China is one-sided. Russia, everybody is leaving America, including all the, including Japan.
I mean, you don't forget that Trump has called Europeans to come and help him, and they refuse because they know it's an illegal war. You are invading another person's country on behalf of another country who has been doing illegalities that you are telling this one that is doing in the Middle East. So why? See, it's a common sense. I think we need to sit down and analyze and go back in history. See, if you don't go back in history of relationship between Iran and Britain, you will not understand what is happening now. If you understand their history, how the Americans and the British overthrown a civilian democratically elected president and bring in Shah, who is a royal, who is a king, and then how, because of what? Because of oil. The Iranians say, okay, you are exploring the oil. Come, let's sit down and talk. I don't understand how you are doing it. Let's get certain percentage. He nationalized the oil, and then Americans didn't want that, and that's how he was overthrown. And then they came back again and took back their country. And since then, America and Israel has been frustrating this country. What are you going to say if another person, for example, United States come to Nigeria right now and start saying all our oils, Shell, BP, and everybody come and take oil from Nigeria, and Nigerian government will not have anything to say about it? Will you be happy with that? That's what is happening in Iran.
And the thing is that we want to understand, it's good as you bring this so that we can educate ourselves more. The thing is that Iran prepared for this war for 20 years, and it's not a kind of a war they will have to win militarily.
You don't need to win militarily.
They have a target, and the target, if they hit the target, number one, they are going to liberalize themselves as a nation. They are going to liberalize the entire Middle East, and they are going to liberalize the entire world, because this petrodollar that is going on is not helping any other person. So the thing is that Iranians have never told you that they are going to this war to win militarily, but they are going into the war to win economically and to liberalize the entire world. And we have seen it already coming. It will just happen for the next few days, but after that 2 times. We're going to see out of it. So we are not taking side. If we are taking side, then what do you see? The position of Russia, the position of China, and all this world power of nation. America is left on its own. Even Americans
are against it.
Don't you see the millions of people who came to demonstrate it? So where do you think? Where are we in this different planet?
No.
So.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Mawaga, we are not siding Iran, and we have been objective with the report that are going on in here, though at the end of the day, you can never satisfy everybody. But it will interest you to know that Israel and USA made the first attack on Iran. Iran never attacked anybody first.
How many children killed? Innocent children.
Their first bomb was on a school.
It was on a school.
You killed their leader,
So
their supreme leader,
this.
and you say you want peace?
And if we look at the timeline of events of what US has been doing, look at what happened in Venezuela, look at Trump's statements yesterday also on Venezuela, that the state of Venezuela now, that his poll is higher now in the country Venezuela. People love him so much, and once he's done as the president of the United States, he can go back to Venezuela, learn how to speak Spanish, and even run for presidency.
Don't forget, yesterday he was talking to journalists. Trump was talking to journalists that the oil in Iran, they will take it, they'll use it for money. This is to tell you what is happening.
What is actually happening. All
Do you
right.
want somebody to come and take our oil too?
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Yes,
It's
thank you
a
very
attention.
much. Yes, exactly, exactly. All right, thank you very much, everybody. That has been with us since the early hours of today. Up to this time, I want to say a very big thank you to you. Until we come your way again tomorrow to another outstanding edition of the program, do stay tuned to Badegi Radio 90.1 FM. As up next, it's time for